let's do an overview of the client screen and path A, path B. So here we are in good old Bob Dole. And you'll note that with a new client, there's only 3 things on the screen. So there's the 4 questions, which we already filled out. Then there is the free quote path or free quote questionnaire and the comfort consult. So depending on which one they chose, you want to start that one. Let's look at the free quote. So when I start that pops me into the questionnaire here. Now, very important as you are learning, click Show Hints and note that there's going to be basically something to help you understand what each question is there for. So there's a bunch of them. Once you get used to it, you don't need to use those anymore. But I'll scroll down. I have to put one thing in to get it so that it thinks that I have completed this, which is I need to accept or decline duct pressure testing, static pressure. So there we are, confirm. And this is just an overview, so I'm going to scroll right through here. I will go back through this in detail in another video. But when I do that, remember we just had 3 things before, now we have 5. So we added the free quote measurements and the free quote report. If you are on one of the inexpensive accounts, you need to buy the report. You may or may not find that you need to do that, but that is meant to be very helpful in the discussion with the clients. But we looked at the questionnaire. Now let's look at free quote measurements to see what's in there. And there are currently 4 different things in here. There's only going to be 3 soon. So there's information on the indoor unit, outdoor unit, and the electrical panel. Then there's equipment measurement and static pressure worksheets. And then there are the install choices that you will be offering that client. So let's just really briefly look through these. So here we are. There's indoor unit, outdoor unit, model and serial, all that good stuff. Mini split, if they happen to have a mini split as part of the project. And then electrical service, so what brand panel they have, how many amps is it, how many slots are empty, whether they have a sub panel, and if the equipment's in the sub panel or not, various things like that. This is meant to make the install manager's life a lot easier. This whole section is. Then in static pressure and equipment measurement worksheets, it's pretty simple. You just select what you have. So I'm going to say furnace and coil, thinking about being back in Cleveland, almost all upflow systems, and could be right or left. And boom, that pops up where you can see what the equipment roughly looks like, and then you can take measurements. So if you are a newbie, fill in these fields. And then your install manager will have an idea of what's going on. Make sure you take some photos too. Then just below that is static pressure, and it shows you where to put the measurements in to get static pressure, and it auto calculates at the bottom here. And then in install choices, this is where you can pull from your templates. Watch the video on creating templates in your account, and so you can select different things here. And if you need to customize this at all, you can. And then here are your smiley faces down here. And then this is what will pop up on the free quote report. And then you can also make install options as well. And that is that. So see at the bottom here, you can either just save it, you can go save and back to client, or this is also meant to come out of the free quote questionnaire. You bounce over here so you can take your measurements and do things that you need to, and then you go back for the sit down. And if you're at the call, you just click that and you go back in. In this case, I'm going to hit save and back to client. And there we are. Now, if they happen to go BPath, the Comfort Consult, you would click that instead. Or some clients, probably not a ton, but some clients will do the free quote, and then you get there and you realize they really need more work than that, and then you could move to a comfort consult from there. But that is the quick overview of how to use a client page.